Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally, in an extremely slow Nissan Titan, I believe. I'm not really sure. I thought this thing would be a little better than this, but in today's video, if you guys can tell from the title, we are going to be building a 2020 Toyota Tundra. Now, for those of you guys who are subscribed to my other channel where I do real life videos on my real life cars, I actually own a 2010 Toyota Tundra. So when I found out that they were putting a Tundra in a Forza game, I thought that was really cool. The only other car that I've owned in a game and been able to play with was the G35, and I believe that was Forza Motorsport 6, which I'm not really playing much anymore. So the fact that I can build out a Toyota Tundra in a game, I think is going to be really cool. So this one's going to be free because it does come with the car pass. If you guys haven't seen my last week's video where I went over every single car in the car pass, make sure to check that one out. This was one of those vehicles, and yeah, we're going to be building it out in today's video. So first and foremost, what we need to do here is jump into the upgrade and tuning section, and we're going to be upgrading this ever so slightly. We're going to start out and check out our engine options. Now, when this truck was first released, they made the mistake of putting a 3.5 liter turbo motor in this, which for those of you guys who know, this generation doesn't actually have the 3.5 twin turbo. This has the 5.7 or the 4.6. Now, I would like to see... So it looks like they did make that correction. They've changed the displacement to a 5.7 liter motor, which is the V8. We're going to check out a couple of our options. 6.8 liter V8, which I think is a Ford Racing. Looks like we got a 6.7 diesel, 3 liter inline 6, 2J possibly, I don't know, 4.8 liter V10 or the 7.2 liter V8. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to stick with the 5.7. It's very common for these trucks to have superchargers on them, so I think that's probably going to be the route to go. Now, as far as the drivetrain goes, we have an all-wheel drive powertrain on here. My truck is actually a two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, not the best for the snow. However, I think it's going to be fun to get out there and be able to drift. Now, I am doing a replica build of my truck. However, my truck is completely stock engine-wise. I plan on keeping it like that just for the longevity and reliability of the Toyota motor. However, if money, longevity wasn't an option, we'd definitely be going for a supercharger, which is what we're going to be doing in today's video. Now, for my truck, I have a big front lip off of an F350, which makes the thing look pretty much slammed, but since we cannot do that, I think we're definitely not putting that bumper guard on there. That's a little too much. As far as the rear end goes, no, I have a tonneau cover on mine, so we're just going to go ahead and leave that. I do have side steps, though. Mine are more of this style minus that little second step, but I guess we'll rock these guys there. As far as the hood goes, I really want one of these hood scoops, but I'm just not sure. Oh, that's the snorkel, eh? I don't have a snorkel. Not sure if it's going to fit on my generation. I have to do some measuring and see if I can buy one off of eBay for cheap. Maybe do some minor fabrication on it. As far as the wheels and tires go, because my truck is a two-wheel drive, it's rocking some street tires. It's not going to be a kind of truck that gets off-roaded barely ever, you know, just because of what it is. But we're going to switch up these tires on here because these are a little too meaty for my liking. And as far as my wheels go, I'm just rocking the OEM steel wheels, painted black with the center cap still silver. So it kind of looks like an Interceptor. So I'm going to see if I can find a wheel here that I can replicate that style and look from. far as the wheels go, I'm thinking the 1552s here, those tarmacs, are going to be our closest bet. And I'm hoping I can keep the center cap silver and paint the rest of the wheel black. We'll see, though. As far as our wheels go, we are rocking the 18, so that is accurate. Now, the tires, the one thing I did want to change is go to a street tire. Doesn't look like we get to change to a street tire. That's a little bit disappointing, but not the end of the world. There's going to be quite a few things about this build that differ from my own personal vehicle. Now, as far as transmission goes, I'm interested to see what the stock transmission performs like in a video game, simply because I'm rocking the same transmission in my truck, and I really do want to kind of get an idea of how it performs and how well it is to beat on. Now, as far as the diff goes, we are going to be putting on a... Let's go ahead and throw a rally diff on here. I want this thing to get sideways relatively easily. As far as our brakes go, we are going to upgrade those simply because this is a massive truck. We are going to be racing it, and you need as much braking power as possible. Now we're going to go ahead and stiffen up the anti-roll bars both front and back. As far as weight reduction goes, we're going to keep full weight in here because, well, I actually threw quite a bit of stuff in the bed of our truck currently, and, well, it's got more weight than it does reduction. As far as the motor goes, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the intake, and we're going to go through a few exhausts here, get an idea what sounds good. Now, at one point, I did have this truck straight piped. I cut the muffler off. I did a Y pipe into the single outlet exhaust, and it sounded great. But for those of you guys who know, I am a new father with a very young child who needs to sleep on those long trips, and so the loud exhaust wasn't exactly ideal once he was born. However, I do have electronic cutouts. I've been kind of loafing on putting them in, though. I don't know. I just haven't really had the time to do the work. But they are there. When I'm ready, I'll get them installed. So now we're going to go ahead and install all those modifications on our truck. Just a very mild build here. And now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and do some custom tuning. Now, since we were unable... since we're unable to put the front lip to make the truck look lower, we're gonna actually go ahead and lower it, because I always wanted to slam this truck on a nice wide set of 24s. 24s pending though, 24 by 10, 24 by 12, very expensive and hard to come by for my bolt pattern. As far as everything else goes, differentials looking good. We might come back and make a few adjustments there as far as the transmission goes. However, for now, we're going to go ahead and move to the designs and paints. And when it comes to replicating a build, whether it be my own build, a YouTuber build, things of that nature, you bring it all together with the paint, and I feel like that's really where I'm going to be able to make this car, or this truck I should say, look like my own. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I have a dark blue paint job. A lot of people say that it's like an Interceptor police car blue. They always ask me if it was, you know, previously owned by police, and it wasn't. That's just the color of it. As far as the wheels go, I do have them blacked out. Now, let's see. Do we have some different options? Paint group 1 is... Okay, so that's paint group 1. We're going to go through and see if I can find, like, the center cap. That's the inner lip. We got the inner barrel. It doesn't look like it. We do have that little tiny 1552. We do have the little tiny center cap, but then it doesn't look like the outer lip. So that's probably going to be it. That looks good. We might go back and test fit a few different sets of wheels here. And I also have that dark blue tint. The thing really does look like an Interceptor. It looks basically like this just the older generation, and a big old front lip, man. But with that being said, I'm thinking that's pretty much it, so let's save that to the current car. And before we head out, I just want to double check a couple sets of wheels here now that we got the black paint on there. Just wanted to see if there's something that looked a little better, like with a bigger center cap. This definitely does, but I don't really like the dishes on those, so I think we're going to stick with what we have here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now that we got the build out of the way, let's take this thing for a drive. Now the interiors changed a little bit, but underneath all the plastic, the body panels, these trucks have remained the same up until the newest generation, which is, I believe, the 2022 that has the 3.5 liter twin turbo. Otherwise, I think all the way up from like 06 maybe was the first second gen Tundra. Yeah, these things have remained the same for a very long time. And we're whipping around here. This thing handles great. Now I do have my truck chipped, which basically just plugs into plugs directly into the pedal. It's basically a pedal commander, and it's good. It does have sport mode, and it's really, I keep mine on eco mode most of the time because it's a big truck. We're trying to conserve that fuel. But when you put her in sport mode, I'll tell you, that thing really opens up, and it's nice to have that option if you ever need to pass anybody, or you know, you get beside some cocky guy with a Hemi or something like that, and you want to roast the tires and show them what you're all about. But on the real high key, the Hemi smokes this thing any day of the week. For sure. Even the 5 liter and the Fords gives this thing a run for the money. If you got the new 10 speed, don't even try, man. But yeah, these are still relatively quick trucks. NA. Mine is the 4.6 liter, and it's still boogies, man. Like I've towed about 8,000 pounds with the load and the trailer, which is pretty much the max capacity for a 2-wheel drive Tundra with a 4.6. And I'll tell you what, the pulling wasn't really the issue. That truck did it without giving up any slack. But where you really run into issues is the braking. You know, it is a full-size pickup truck, but basically a medium duty. You're not going to get that HD towing capacity like you would from, let's say, a diesel or even a gasser with the HD package. Now, with that being said, this thing looks identical to my truck. I almost feel like I'm cruising down the road in my own truck. If you guys haven't checked out the videos that I've posted about my truck, make sure you do that. Check out the link for my channel. My other channel will be down in the description. I got a whole playlist on the Tundra where I did do the exhaust on it and a few other things. I think I did a video on the tinting. Installed some headlights, new radio, things of that nature. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. This thing is a beast. I'm loving it. But I think what we're probably going to do is fast travel back to the city and find ourselves a nice backdrop before nighttime falls on us here. And as we often do around this time, put an end to this video. So if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet. You know, stick around, man. We got a lot more coming like this in the future. A lot more videos of this nature. And took a little bit of a hiatus being a new dad and stuff like that, spending some time with the family. But we are back in action, making those YouTube videos, so don't forget to drop your requests down in the comments section. Let me know what you guys want to see. And as always, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We gonna catch y'all mofos in the next one, man. Peace. Woo! Oh no! Oh, for fuck's sake, every fucking time. Showdown, bitch. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Should have had a V8, yeah? Oh! Recovery of a lifetime! Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh! Fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the racer anymore.